Tyrion Lannister is known for his patience and long term strategy. How can practices like Shakti Kriya and meditation help professionals develop patience and strategic thinking? Yeah, Shakti Kriya channels energy in a way that fosters patience and clarity, allowing professionals to think strategically without being impulsive. Like Tyrion, who carefully plans his actions, meditation cultivates a calm and reflective mind, essential for long term success. Patience is a quality of the wise as reflected in Vedic teachings. Practices like meditation and mantra chanting, such as Gayatri Japa, promote patience and clear thinking, much like Tyrion's ability to strategize over long periods. Jai Gurudev, Arya Stark shows incredible fearlessness in the face of danger, even when she is just a child. How can practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Shakti Kriya help individuals overcome fear and cultivate inner strength? Sudarshan Kriya helps clear emotional blocks and release stored fears from the nervous system. It brings deep relaxation and mental clarity, allowing individuals to face fears with a calm mind. Much like Arya confronts her challenges, Shakti Kriya empowers individuals to tap into their inner strength and face situations with courage. Fear is a natural response, but overcoming it is a spiritual achievement. Practices like Trikal, Sandhya, and Gayatri Japa invoke inner courage and strength. Similar to Arya's journey toward fearlessness, these practices connect us with our inner divine, allowing us to face adversities with unwavering courage. The importance of mentorship is also an important thing. Jon Snow receives a valuable wisdom from Master Aemon during his time at the wall. How can spiritual mentorship combined with practices like Upanayana and Sandhya Vandanam help individuals in their personal and professional development? Just as Maester Aemon offers Jon Snow guidance, spiritual mentorship is invaluable in shaping our lives. Upanayana marks the beginning of one's learning journey, and daily practices like Sandhya Vandanam help individuals connect with their inner wisdom. Mentorship provides external guidance while these practices offer internal clarity. Mentorship in the Vedic tradition has always been sacred. The Guru Shishya relationship, supported by rituals like Upanayana and the daily discipline of Sandhya Vandanam, helps individuals evolve both personally and professionally. A mentor like Master Ammon imparts wisdom, but these spiritual tools help internalize that wisdom. Jamie Lannister's journey toward redemption involves seeking forgiveness from those he has wronged. How can practices like Padma Sadhana and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals on the path of forgiveness and personal redemption? Padma Sadhana creates deep relaxation and emotional healing, which is essential for letting go of guilt and resentment. Sanyam Sadhana brings stillness and clarity, helping individuals come to terms with their past actions, much like James seeks redemption. These practices allow one to forgive and move forward with a lighter heart. Forgiveness is a divine quality, and rituals like Trikal Sandhya foster forgiveness by aligning individuals with their higher self. Just as Jamie seeks redemption, spiritual practices help cleanse the mind of anger, resentment, and guilt, allowing individuals to embrace forgiveness as part of their growth. Brian of Tarth remains loyal to her values and principles even when her path is uncertain. How do practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama help individuals embrace uncertainty and remain true to their values? Sudarshan Kriya brings a clarity to the mind and fosters resilience, allowing individuals to face uncertainty without fear. Like Brian, who remains steadfast in her loyalty, Pranayama helps anchor individuals in their values and principles even when external circumstances are unpredictable. The ability to stay grounded in uncertainty is a hallmark of Vedic wisdom. Practices like pranayama and mantra chanting create a sense of inner stability, allowing individuals to navigate unpredictable situations with grace and integrity, much like Brian of Tarth. Daenerys often struggles with how to wield her power wisely. How can practices like Shakti, Kriya, and Satsang help leaders balance power with compassion and humility? Shakti Kriya channels energy in a way that helps leaders remain grounded and balanced. It ensures that power is not misused but rather aligned with compassion and service. Satsang creates a sense of community and shared values, helping leaders like Daenerys stay humble and connected to the people they lead. Power without compassion leads to destruction. Vedic practices like Trikal Sandhya and mantra chanting ensure that power is balanced with wisdom and humility. Daenerys' struggle with authority reflects the importance of aligning leadership with dharma, a concept deeply rooted in these spiritual practices. Theon Greyjoy's isolation leads him to make poor choices, but eventually he finds redemption. How can spiritual tools like meditation and mantra chanting help individuals overcome feelings of isolation and reconnect with themselves and others? Meditation helps individuals reconnect with their inner selves, fostering a sense of peace and contentment. Mantra chanting, like the Gayatri Mantra, helps dissolve feelings of loneliness by connecting individuals with a higher energy. Just as Theon eventually finds redemption, these practices help individuals find inner strength and a sense of belonging. Loneliness is often a result of disconnection from one's true self. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa restore this connection, allowing individuals to transcend isolation and reconnect with their higher purpose. Theon's redemption reflects the power of inner transformation, which is a key goal of these Vedic practices. The Stark family's loyalty to one another is a central theme in A Song of Ice and Fire. How do spiritual practices like satsang and padma sadhana help strengthen family bonds and foster loyalty within families? Satsang brings families together in shared spiritual practices, fostering love and unity. Padma sadhana calms the mind and promotes harmony in relationships, helping family members like the Starks stay loyal to one another even during difficult times. Family is the foundation of dharma practices like Trikal Sandhya and Satsang strengthen family bonds by creating a shared space for spiritual growth. The Stark family's loyalty reflects how Vedic practices promote unity, love, and mutual respect within families. Stannis' Baratheon's blind ambition leads to his downfall. How can spiritual practices like meditation and Gayatri Japa help individuals stay grounded and avoid the pitfalls of unchecked ambition? Meditation helps individuals remain centered and aligned with their inner values, preventing ambition from turning into obsession. Gayatri Japa invokes wisdom and discernment, helping individuals stay grounded and balanced in their pursuits, avoiding the fate of characters like Stannis. Ambition without wisdom leads to destruction. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandam instill clarity of thought, preventing blind ambition from clouding judgment. Stannis' downfall is a lesson in the importance of maintaining balance and staying connected to one's higher purpose. Jon Snow's leadership at the Wall is deeply rooted in his connection to the Knights' Watch as a community. How do practices like satsang and seva, selfless service, help individuals cultivate a sense of community and shared responsibility? Satsang creates a sense of unity and belonging, much like Johnson's leadership at the Wall fosters camaraderie among the Knights' Watch. Seva, or selfless service, reinforces the idea that leadership is about serving others, contributing to the well being of the community. Community is central to dharmic living, and practices like satsang and seva bring individuals together in shared purpose, promoting unity and collective responsibility. Jon Snow's leadership reflects the Vedic principle that true leaders are those who serve their community selflessly. Arya Stark's quest for revenge leads her down a dangerous path. How can spiritual tools like meditation and Padma sadhana help individuals release feelings of vengeance and cultivate forgiveness? Meditation helps individuals let go of negative emotions like anger and vengeance, fostering inner peace. Padma sadhana detoxifies both body and mind, allowing individuals to release feelings of revenge and embrace forgiveness, much like Arya's eventual realization that vengeance is a destructive force. Vengeance is a poison that clouds judgment. Vedic practices like Trikal Sandhya and Gayatri Japa help purify the mind and dissolve feelings of anger and revenge. Arya's feeling is a reminder that forgiveness is the path to true liberation and inner peace. Sansa Stark endures immense suffering but grows resilient over time. How can practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals cultivate resilience in the face of adversity? Yes, Sudarshan Kriya helps individuals release stress and emotional trauma, allowing them to face difficult situations with clarity and calmness. Sanyam Sadhana deepens self awareness, enabling individuals to stay centered during challenges, much like Sansa's resilience throughout her trials. Resilience is built through inner strength, and Vedic practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam instill that strength. These rituals bring balance and calm to the mind, helping individuals like Sansa navigate through adversity with grace and patience. Tyrion Lannister often relies on his intellect and the power of silence to outsmart his opponents. How can practices like meditation and Sayam Sadhana enhance strategic thinking and the ability to remain composed under pressure? Meditation helps quiet the mind and brings clarity, allowing individuals to think strategically without being clouded by emotions. Sanyam sadhana enhances the ability to observe without reacting, much like Tyrion, who uses silence and intellect to make wise decisions. Silence is a form of wisdom. In the Vedic tradition, the practice of mauna or silence combined with meditation helps one cultivate inner clarity. Tyrion's ability to outthink his opponents reflects how silence and self discipline are essential for sharp and strategic decision making. Arya loses her identity while training with her faceless men, but eventually reclaims it. How to spiritual practices like Upanayana and mantra chanting help individuals stay connected to the true identity amidst life's changes. Upanayana marks the initiation of spiritual knowledge, helping individuals remain connected to their true self. Despite external transformations, mantra chanting keeps the mind focused and grounded, preventing one from losing touch with their core identity as Arya does. Until she reclaims herself, identity is rooted in the Atman or the soul. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam reinforce the connection to the self, reminding individuals of their higher purpose. Arya's journey teaches us that while external identities may change, our inner self remains eternal. Samuel Tarley demonstrates compassion and kindness even in a harsh environment like the Night's Watch. How do practices like satsang and seva help individuals cultivate compassion in their day to day lives? Satsang creates a space of love and connection, helping individuals cultivate compassion for others. Seva or selfless service reinforces the idea that true strength lies in kindness and service, just as Samuel's compassion helps him survive and thrive at the wall. Compassion is a divine quality nurtured through spiritual practices like satsang and seva. Samuel's kindness reflects the Vedic teaching that service to others is the highest form of dharma. These practices help individuals embody compassion in all aspects of life. Jon Snow leads with a strong sense of duty and integrity. How do practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Trikal Sandhya help leaders maintain integrity and stay aligned with their values? Sudarshan Kriya helps leaders remain clear headed and grounded, allowing them to lead with integrity. Much like Jon Snow, Trikal Sandhya fosters a sense of discipline and alignment with one's values, ensuring that leaders stay true to their principles even in difficult situations. Leadership with the integrity is rooted in dharma practices like Trikal Sandhya, help leaders stay connected to their higher purpose, guiding them to make ethical and value driven decisions. Johnson's leadership reflects the Vedic principle that true power comes from righteousness. Ned Stark's sense of justice defines his actions even at the cost of his own life. How do practices like Gayatri Japa and meditation help individuals cultivate a sense of justice in their personal and professional lives? Gayatri Japa invokes clarity and wisdom, helping individuals make just and fair decisions. Meditation fosters a calm mind, enabling one to approach situations with impartiality and fairness, much like Ned Stark's unwavering commitment to justice. Justice is a fundamental aspect of Dharma. Vedic practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa align individuals with their inner sense of right and wrong, helping them act justly in all circumstances. Ned's commitment to justice reflects the Vedic idea of standing by truth no matter the cost. Littlefinger's betrayal eventually leads to his downfall. How can spiritual practices like Sanyam Sadhana and Upanayana help individuals cultivate trust and avoid the destructive consequences of deceit? Sanyam sadhana fosters mindfulness and awareness, helping individuals stay honest and avoid deceitful behavior. Upanayanam, as a spiritual initiation, emphasizes truth and righteousness, guiding individuals to build trust in their relationships, unlike Littlefinger, whose betrayal ultimately leads to his undoing. Betrayal is a breach of dharma, and the consequences are always negative. Practices like Trikal, Sandhya, and Gayatri Japa instill honesty and trustworthiness, ensuring that individuals act with integrity in their personal and professional lives. Littlefinger's fall is a reminder that deceit cannot sustain itself. King Landing is a hotbed of political intrigue and conflict. How can practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama help individuals navigate conflicts in their personal and professional lives with grace and composure? Sudarshan Kriya clears emotional turbulence, allowing individuals to approach conflict with a calm and composed mind. Pranayama balances the nervous system, ensuring that individuals can remain centered and peaceful even in high stress environments like King's Landing. Conflict is inevitable, but how we respond defines the outcome. Practices like pranayama and Gayatri Japa cultivate inner peace, enabling individuals to navigate conflicts with wisdom and patience. The intrigue in King's Landing reflects the need for spiritual tools to maintain composure in difficult situations. Bran Stark's journey is deeply intertwined with destiny. How do practices like meditation and Gayatri Japa help individuals align with their destiny and trust the flow of life? Meditation helps individuals connect with their inner intuition, guiding them toward their destiny. Gayatri Japa invokes wisdom and clarity, helping individuals trust in the divine plan, much like Bran's acceptance of his unique role in the world. Destiny is not something to be controlled, but embrace practices like meditation and Sandhya Vandanam help individuals align with their higher purpose and trust the flow of life. Bran's journey reflects the Vedic belief that each soul has a unique path guided by divine will. Danris' ambition to rule the seven kingdoms ultimately leads to her downfall. How can practices like Sanyam Sadhana and Padma Sadhana help individuals manage ambition and avoid the pitfalls of excessive desire? Sanyam sadhana brings mindfulness and self restraint, helping individuals manage ambition without becoming consumed by it. Padma sadhana fosters inner peace and contentment, ensuring that desires do not lead to destructive outcomes, much like Danris's excessive ambition does. Ambition without dharma leads to downfall. Practices like Trikal, Sandhya, and Gayatri Japa help individuals channel their ambitions in alignment with righteousness and higher purpose. Danris' story is a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked desire. Many characters seek the Iron Throne, but holding power proves to be a heavy burden. How can practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Padma Sadhana help individuals manage the responsibilities and pressures of leadership? Leadership comes with significant stress, and Sudarshan Kriya helps clear that stress, allowing leaders to remain balanced. Padma Sadhana connects individuals with their inner peace, helping them carry the burden of power without being overwhelmed, just as the rulers of Westeros struggle with the weight of the throne. Power is a responsibility, and managing it requires inner strength and balance. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam offer leaders clarity of mind and purpose, helping them carry their responsibilities wisely. The Iron Throne symbolizes the weight of leadership, and spiritual tools provide the support to bear that weight with grace. Brian of Tarth demonstrates immense patience and loyalty in her service. How can spiritual practices like meditation and mantra chanting cultivate patience in personal and professional relationships? Meditation helps her develop patience by bringing awareness and calm the mind, allowing individuals to respond rather than react. Mantra chanting focuses the mind and builds inner strength, helping people remain patient and steadfast. Like Bryanus' unwavering loyalty, in the Vedic tradition, patience is cultivated through daily practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa. These rituals align us with a higher sense of time and purpose, allowing us to stay committed and patient just as Brian remains true to her values despite the challenges. Where is Wales' power through information and words rather than physical force? How do practices like Sanyam Sadhana and wisdom sharing in satsang enhance communication and the wise use of words? Sanyam Sadhana teaches self control, which is essential for using words wisely and effectively. Satsang fosters a space of wisdom sharing where individuals learn the power of words and how to use them to uplift others, like much like Varys' uses of information strategically. In Vedic philosophy, words are considered sacred. Practices like mantra chanting and satsang help individuals speak with purpose and truth. Varys' use of words reflects a Vedic principle that speech should be thoughtful and aligned with the dharma, as words carry immense power. Lannister believes she can control everything around her, but her manipulations often backfire. How can spiritual practices like meditation and Shakti Kriya help individuals surrender the need for control and trust the natural flow of life? Meditation helps individuals release the need for control and accept life as it comes. Shakti Kriya strengthens one's connection to the inner self, promoting trust in the universe's natural flow, which contrasts with Cersei's constant attempts to manipulate and control outcomes. The desire for control is a product of ego. In Vedic practices like Gayatri Japa and Sanyam Sadhana teach surrender to the divine will, reminding us that we are not in control of everything. Cersei's downfall shows that excessive control leads to suffering, while surrender brings peace. Revenge is a recurring theme in the series, leading to endless bloodshed. How can spiritual practices like forgiveness through meditation and selfless service through seva break the cycle of revenge in both personal and professional relationships? Meditation helps individuals develop forgiveness by releasing emotional pain and grudges. Seva or selfless service shifts the focus from personal grievances to helping others, breaking the cycle of revenge and creating harmony. Unlike the feuds between the noble houses in Westeros, revenge is a destructive force. Vedic teachings emphasize forgiveness as a part to liberation. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Satsang promote forgiveness and selflessness, helping individuals rise above the desire for revenge. The endless feuds in A Song of Ice and Fire show how revenge destroys lives while forgiveness can heal. Sir Barristan Selmy adheres to a strict code of honor even in the face of personal danger. How do practices like Upanayanam and Gayatri Japa instill a sense of honor and integrity in individuals? Upanayanam is a spiritual initiation that instills values like honor, discipline, and integrity. Gayatri Japa brings clarity and alignment with one's higher self, ensuring that individuals act with honor in all situations, much like Sir Barristan upholds his code of conduct. Honor is a reflection of Dharma. Vedic practices like Gayatri Japa and Sanyam Sadhana align individuals with their inner moral compass, guiding them to act with integrity. Sir Barristan's sense of honor reflects the Vedic ideal that true strength lies in upholding Dharma, even in difficult circumstances. The Lannisters' pursuit of wealth often leads to moral compromises and destruction. How can spiritual practices like Sanyam Sadhana and Trikal Sandhya help individuals balance material success with their spiritual well being? Sanyam Sadhana fosters self control and mindfulness, helping individuals avoid the pitfalls of greed. Trikal Sandhya creates a balance between material pursuits and spiritual growth, ensuring that one's desire for success does not lead to moral compromise, as seen with the Lannisters. Greed leads to suffering, as shown in the Vedic text. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa help individuals cultivate contentment and balance material success with the ethical principles. The Lannisters' greed serves as a reminder that excessive desire for wealth leads to destruction, while spiritual practices ensure harmony between success and dharma. The brotherhood without banners embodies the strength of community and shared values. How do practices like satsang and seva foster a sense of community and collective well being in modern life? Satsang creates a space for collective wisdom and connection, fostering a sense of belonging and community. Seva or selfless action strengthens the bond between individuals, promoting collective well being and harmony, much like the brotherhood without banners works together for a common cause. The Vedic tradition emphasizes community and service practices like satsang and seva remind us that we are part of a larger whole and our actions should benefit the collective. The brotherhood's sense of unity reflects the Vedic teaching that strength lies in togetherness and shared values. Arya Stark's journey is one of self discovery and transformation. How do practices like meditation and Upanayana guide individuals on their own path of self discovery? Meditation deepens self awareness, helping individuals uncover their true identity beyond societal roles. Upanayana initiates one into the spiritual path, guiding them towards self discovery and transformation, much like Arya's journey to find herself amidst constant change. Self discovery is central to Vedic philosophy. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam help individuals connect with their higher self, guiding them on a journey of inner transformation. Arya's search for identity reflects the Vedic belief that the true self is beyond external labels and rules. Death is a constant in A Song of Ice and Fire. How do spiritual practices like meditation and mantra chanting help individuals accept the impermanence of life and find peace with the inevitable? Meditation fosters a deep understanding of life's impermanence, helping individuals accept death as a natural part of existence. Mantra chanting creates inner peace and connection to the eternal self, allowing one to face the inevitability of death with the calm and acceptance. Life and death are part of the cycle of creation as taught in the Vedas. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa remind us of the impermanence of life, helping us find peace and the transition from this world. This deaths in A Song of Ice and Fire serve as a reminder of the transient nature of existence, which spiritual practices help us understand and accept. Yes, Jon Snow often feels vulnerable in his leadership role, but ultimately proves to be a capable leader. How do spiritual practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals embrace vulnerability and lead with compassion? Sudarshan Kriya helps release internal tensions and fears, allowing individuals to accept vulnerability as a strength. Sanyam Sadhana cultivates self control and inner resilience, helping leaders like Jon Snow lead with compassion and authenticity. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a gateway to a deeper understanding of oneself. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam help individuals embrace their vulnerabilities with grace, giving them the courage to lead with compassion. Just as Jon Snow grows through his struggles, the Knights' Watch takes oaths very seriously, creating a strong bond among its members. How do spiritual rituals like Agni Karyam, Sandhyavandanam, and Upanayam strengthen bonds and personal commitments in both spiritual and professional life? Rituals like Sandhya Vandanam and Agni Karyam connect individuals with a higher sense of duty and purpose, reinforcing personal commitments. Just as the Knights' Watch oath binds its members, these rituals create a sense of belonging and responsibility in both personal and professional spheres. Rituals serve as a reminder of our higher purpose. Upanayam, for example, is a sacred initiation that strengthens one's commitment to Dharma. The Knights' Watch oath echoes this, binding individuals to a shared responsibility, much like the Vedic rituals that foster a deep sense of duty and community. Tywin Lannister's downfall is in part due to his immense pride. How can practices like meditation and Padma Sadhana help individuals cultivate humility and avoid the pitfalls of pride? Yes, meditation helps individuals see beyond the ego, cultivating humility by connecting them with their true self. Padma Sadhana balances the mind and heart, fostering inner humility and preventing the ego from taking over. Unlike Tywin's pride, which ultimately leads to his fall, pride arises from a disconnection with one's true nature. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sayam Sadhana dissolve the ego, allowing humility to blossom. Tywin's pride reflects the dangers of living solely for power, while Vedic practices teach us to lead with humility and wisdom. The Stark siblings remain loyal to one another despite their challenges. How do practices like satsang and seva foster a sense of brotherhood and loyalty in both spiritual communities and professional teams? Satsang fosters unity by bringing people together in shared wisdom and experience. Seva promotes selfless service, creating strong bonds within communities, just as the Stark siblings remain loyal. Satsang and Seva cultivates a sense of brotherhood and loyalty in all areas of life. Brotherhood is a key value in Vedic culture. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Satsang bring individuals together, fostering unity and loyalty. The Stark siblings' bond reflects the power of community, much like Vedic rituals, create a strong sense of belonging and responsibility to one another. Sansa Stark undergoes significant transformation throughout the series, struggling with her identity. How can spiritual practices like meditation and Upanayam help individuals navigate their own transformations and find their true identity? Meditation helps individuals peel away external layers and discover their true essence. Upanayam is a sacred initiation that marks a spiritual transformation, guiding individuals on their journey of self discovery, just as Sansa transforms from a naive girl to a strong, independent woman. Identity is not fixed, it evolves. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals align with their higher self, guiding them through life's transformation. Sansasa's journey mirrors the Vedic understanding that self discovery is a lifelong process supported by spiritual practices. Littlefinger thrives on deception and manipulation, but it ultimately leads to his downfall. How do spiritual practices like mantra chanting and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals cultivate honesty and transparency in their actions? Yes, mantra chanting brings clarity and alignment with truth, while Sanyam sadhana promotes self discipline and honesty. These practices help individuals avoid the pitfalls of deceit and manipulation, as seen in Little Fingers' downfall, by encouraging authenticity in all actions. Deceit leads to inner turmoil and destruction. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam align the individual with Dharma, ensuring that their actions are guided by truth and transparency. Little Fingers' schemes show that deception only leads to suffering, while Vedic practices cultivate honesty and integrity. Daenerys Targaryen struggles to balance her power with compassion. As a ruler, how can practices like meditation, Shakti Kriya, and Sanyam Sadhana help leaders cultivate both strength and compassion in their leadership? Meditation and Shakti Kriya balance the mind and emotions, helping leaders stay grounded in both strength and compassion. Sanyam Sadhana fosters self control and empathy, allowing leaders like Dan Rees to make decisions with both power and kindness. True leadership requires a balance of power and compassion. Practices like Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandanam align leaders with their higher purpose, ensuring that they lead with both strength and empathy. Dan Rees' struggles show the importance of balancing these two aspects, which Vedic practices help cultivate. The people of the North rally around Jon Snow, seeing him as a symbol of hope. How do practices like satsang and wisdom sharing in satsangs cultivate hope and inspiration in communities? Satsang is a powerful practice that brings people together in shared wisdom, fostering hope and inspiration. The collective energy of satsang uplifts individuals, much like the people of the North find hope in Jon Snow's leadership. Hope is a central theme in the Vedic tradition. Satsang and Vedic wisdom sharing rituals remind us of the higher purpose of life, cultivating hope and resilience in challenging times. John Snow's leadership reflects the power of collective hope, which is nurtured through community practices. The wall is seen as an impenetrable barrier, but it ultimately falls. How can spiritual practices like meditation and Shakti Kriya help individuals let go of the illusion of invincibility and embrace the vulnerability of life? Meditation teaches individuals to let go of false illusions such as the idea of invincibility. Shakti Kriya connects us with the reality of life's impermanence, helping individuals accept vulnerability as a part of life, much like the wall's eventual fall. The illusion of invincibility is a product of ignorance. Vedic practices like Gayatri Japa and Sanyam Sadhana remind us of the transient nature of all things, helping individuals embrace vulnerability and accept life's impermanence. The fall of the wall serves as a reminder that nothing is truly invincible. Samuel Tarles values knowledge and wisdom above all else, which proves to be his greatest asset. How do spiritual practices like wisdom sharing in satsangs and reading Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar Ji's books help individuals cultivate wisdom in their own lives? Wisdom is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. Wisdom sharing in satsangs and reading Gurudev's books provide individuals with the insights that help them make informed, wise decisions. Much like Samuel's love of learning sharpens and shapes his journey. In the Vedic tradition, wisdom is considered the highest pursuit. Practices like satsang and studying sacred texts cultivate deep knowledge and insight. Samuel's journey reflects the Vedic belief that wisdom is the greatest asset one can possess, guiding us through both personal and professional challenges. Tyrion Lannister becomes a valuable member and mentor to Daenerys, offering her strategic advice. How do spiritual practices like guru disciple relationships and wisdom sharing in satsang help individuals benefit from mentorship in their own lives? The guru disciple relationship is central to spiritual growth. Wisdom sharing in satsang provides individuals with guidance and insights from their mentors. Much like Tyrion's mentorship helps Dan races navigate her challenges, these practices offer wisdom, helping individuals make informed decisions and avoid pitfalls. The Vedic tradition places great emphasis on the role of the guru in guiding disciples. Practices like Trikal, Sandhya, and Gayatri Japa connect individuals with the wisdom of their mentors. Just as Dan races benefit from Tyrion's strategic insights, the guidance of a guru helps individuals stay grounded and clear in both spiritual and professional journeys. Sir Davos eventually forgives Melisandre despite their past conflicts. How do practices like meditation, Shakti Kriya, and Sanyam Sadhana help individuals cultivate forgiveness and move beyond resentment? Meditation and Shakti Kriya clear emotional blocks, allowing individuals to release resentment and cultivate forgiveness. Sanyam Sadhana helps one develop patience and understanding, just as Sarda was ultimately forgives Melisandre for her actions. Forgiveness is essential for inner peace and emotional well being. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for spiritual growth. Practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Gayatri Japa help purify the mind and heart, allowing individuals to let go of grudges and move forward with compassion. Sir Devos's forgiveness of Melisandre reflects the strength that comes from spiritual practices aimed at inner purification.